Sexual assault, stalking, and domestic violence are widespread in the United States, with more than 12 million people affected each year. CARDV serves over 5,000 adults, teens, and children each year in Lynn and Benton counties. CARDV helps address this serious reality. The Center Against Rape and Domestic Violence is a private, nonprofit organization serving survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault in Lynn and Benton counties. CARDV's mission is twofold: provide services and support to those affected by sexual and domestic violence, and provide education and leadership within the community to change the societal conditions that cultivate these forms of violence. CARDV works with a network of resources, including law enforcement, housing services, sexual assault response teams, and schools, to ensure that survivors and community members are supported in the most effective manner possible.
I am still very new to the program and I have a lot to learn yet, but I feel secure in getting all the info I need.
CARDV hotlines receive more than 5,000 calls each year from survivors seeking help. CARDV advocates answer the hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, offering crisis intervention, support, information, and referrals.
CARDV hotline, this is Carly.
Hi, Carly. This is Patty. I'm the sexual assault nurse examiner on tonight. I'm here at Lebanon Hospital, and we have a patient that I'm hoping that you can come in and help us with.
Okay, I can be there in 20 minutes.
Okay, great. I'll see you soon. We're here in the emergency department.
CARDV advocates responded to hospitals in Lebanon, Albany, and Corvallis, and OSU Health Services more than 70 times last year. CARDV advocates can respond immediately when domestic violence or sexual assault occurs. Advocates provide short or long-term assistance.
I really appreciate the advocates caring about me as a person in need.
CARDV is one of 5 domestic violence programs nationwide selected to participate in the Lethality Assessment Program. Advocates and all 8 local law enforcement agencies were trained to administer this short assessment tool immediately after an incident of domestic violence. This helps first responders understand how dangerous a situation is. Survivors are then immediately connected with CARDV through the 24-hour hotline.
Hi, this is Officer Christine Molina with the Corvallis Police Department. I'm on scene at the report of a domestic violence situation, and I have a victim who's screened in on the lethality assessment, and I'd like her to speak to an advocate if we could.
Okay, well, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Can you please hand her the phone so I can let her know I'll be there soon?
Thank you.
Each year, CARDV advocates assist more than 5,000 adults, teens, and children. Nearly 1,000 of these contacts are in person. CARDV advocates are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Thank you for all your kindness and understanding and listening. I will never forget what you have done for my children and I.
More than 160 adults and children required a safe place in the CARDV shelter last year. This equals more than 2,400 nights when a warm and safe bed was needed.
I would like to thank all of the staff members for helping me and making me and my kids feel safe in a safe home.
Last year, advocates logged more than 18,000 miles to assist clients. CARDV advocates provide transportation to shelters, court, medical appointments, meetings with law enforcement, or whatever the client requires for her safety, whenever possible.
I want to thank everyone for being there when I needed you the most, for a safe place, and for helping me get back on my feet.
Sexual assault response teams are trained to ensure that services to victims are timely, comprehensive, and compassionate. Sexual assault response teams include CARDV advocates, law enforcement, sexual assault nurse examiners, district attorneys, and victims' assistants.
CARDV did a wonderful job communicating with me about my circumstances. They gave me options for things to do for myself.
CARDV advocates work hard to be available to survivors and their families, and to support them as they navigate the criminal justice system.
Thank you guys so much for letting me know I am strong enough and that I can make it on my own.
CARDV advocates are at the Linn and Benton County courthouses every day to assist those seeking restraining or stalking orders. CARDV provides crucial support as survivors try to navigate the legal system. Advocates can answer questions about the legal process or what to expect next. They also help develop a safety plan and provide other resources.
I am very grateful. Thanks for all the love and support for my family and for myself.
CARDV advocates work with survivors of domestic violence to sustain a violence-free life for themselves and for their children. CARDV provides peer counseling, education, information, and referrals through one-on-one appointments and weekly support groups. Last year, 50 support group meetings for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault were held. These support groups allow survivors to know they are not alone and that there is ongoing support for them and their families.
I am grateful for the sincere help I received here. My son and I will always look at this experience as a blessing. CARDV is a positive place for a new life to begin. I feel I can call anytime I need to talk.
CARDV is constantly looking to strengthen and improve their programs and partnerships with the goal of making certain every survivor in the area is provided with the support they need to have safer homes. CARDV advocates join with survivors to support them as they gain the skills to establish safety in their lives. CARDV, through outreach and educational programs, changes the societal conditions that create sexual assault and domestic violence. Advocates are continually working to make sure survivors are aware of the resources available to them.
You guys helped me so much during the hard times, and I've gained immeasurable knowledge and clarity by staying here.
CARDV provides services, support, and education to change conditions that cultivate violence. CARDV advocates work hand in hand with survivors to help create this social change.